Hi, I'm Matt Clausen, Vice President for Partnerships and Programs at Partners of the Americas. And I'd like to take a moment to introduce a few outstanding fellows who are about to engage in our Legislative Fellows Program in partnership with resources from the U.S. Department of State. It reveals the power of the citizens of the United States and other countries that are hungry to share and learn around issues of professional and personal importance that are all about making the communities in our countries better places. And there's no better way to do that than to do it together.
I'm anxious in the sense I'm excited. Yeah. You know, I'm really excited to go. I've never been to Latin America. I'm going to be working for the Ministry of Environment in Bogota, Colombia, which is the equivalent of the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency here in the United States. And one of the things that they want me to go over there and work on is to help establish and implement their public consultation process.
The fellowship that I'm going to do is in Bogota, Colombia, and it's with the Humboldt Institute. And they are an organization, from what I understand, that seeks to take all of the information about biological diversity within the country and manage it.
I'm going to be working in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, with an organization called Pro Mundo, which focuses on really two things. Engaging men in improving gender equity, both in terms of how folks interact and how programs, particularly programs for children, are delivered, but also looking at engaging men in the policies surrounding children's issues and children's programming. I was intrigued by Pro Mundo because a lot of the work that I do, time and time again, I'll be the only guy in the room talking about these issues. And we all know that unless you're engaging the entirety of society, men and women, around things like children's issues, we're not going to be politically effective. So I'm very intrigued by what Pro Mundo is doing in terms of engaging men, hoping that some of the strategies they've used in Brazil and elsewhere will be replicable in the context in state legislatures where I'm working.
And this fellowship will help implement Partners' mission truly by connecting two organizations, mine and the Humboldt Institute, that do very similar things in obviously two different geographic areas. For me personally and for them working in Bogota, I think that we can probably learn from each other about how we go about doing our day-to-day business, as well as the strategic perspective on how we go about implementing our missions.
I think it's going to reinforce Partners' mission because, one, it's what I do every day in my job is build relationships and cultivate those relationships and achieve mutual understanding. I think with Partners I'm going to be able to enforce that more because not only am I representing where I come from and my agency, but also representing the organization and the mission and values that they are pursuing.
So the reality is that my home, Texas, where I'm raising my family, where I live myself, is intricately linked to every component, every part of Latin America, not just Mexico, not just Central America, but all of Latin America. We're part of that, and if we don't understand that our destiny is intrinsically linked to the destiny of Latin America, we're just not paying attention to the realities that Texas confronts, and arguably the entire border region confronts in the United States.